6 against. Eli Manning, 76 versus 99 ball. Please done it. Here we go, boys.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday night.
And thank you, Coach. We're off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first
Dallas got it.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do. And partner, in all of our talks with head coaches, they talk about having multiple two-point plays ready in today's NFL. They may have to go to an alternate one now after that penalty.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Come on, come on. 19. 19. Oh, I almost got him. Right there.
Now flags will come in.
Right there.
I think this one's going to be on the defense for Joe.
There we go.
Encroachment, defense.
There we go. Except
3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
I was here. I've been here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's
Dude.
How valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much, and we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do it.
Now a hit.
Get it! Yes! Yes! Run! Run! Yes! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! There we go! There we go!
So
That's how we do it.
here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when
Oh, it's
things are
fumble.
going that fast.
That's a
Bodies
fumble.
all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
No! That is a fumble! Oh my god! Are you serious?
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10
God.
at their own 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2 they're going to script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play. But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball.
And now
Get it again!
Manning lost it.
Yes!
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with.
There we go, Sposey. Sposey. There we go.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
There we go.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pick up there, a 20 yards.
Easy.
This game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first.
There's
down.
Wallace, and that's the only touchdown.
Going down the left side. It's a
Let's go, baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it. Also, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is with it, right side.
Let's go.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays.
All right, I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there, put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned, they ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll go to Barkley again. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Pick it down, yo, Jalen. Let's go. Jalen Mills. There we go. The green-haired Jesus.
Thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here it's a throw, he'll wish he could have that, because even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out
It's gone.
Oh, a scrap for
Let's
the
go.
ball, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run, and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Get up, please. Get up. Get up.
So
Are you serious?
And it'll be 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
There we go, Ertz. Let's go, baby. Pull up.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Good 19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throws it. Caught. Jeffrey. Touchdown. There we go.
Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Oh, God. Please make it. Please make it. Please make it. Please make it. Please make it.
How are they going to slow him down?
Yes.
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch switch a better cover guy to him. Or
Move.
you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Get up! Yeah. Sit down!
Down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Manning.
Nope. Nope. Over 4.
Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down.
There we go.
Beckham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sproles. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession to field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need?
First down, Jeffrey.
The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This complete, left side.
Let's go.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Calm down. Let's go.
5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
No! Get him, Rich! Yes! At 3! He's at the 3! He's at the 3!
Over there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Sproles, the return.
Good blocks, good blocks.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone and nearly picked off.
Dang it.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath for Sproles. And
let's go. First down.
15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
First down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Yes.
10 more there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
Touchdown, Giants.
Front Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
There we go.
And the Giants ready to come out now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend. The first one is over in London. 2 West Coast teams traveling a long way as Oakland plays host to Seattle. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, 2 of the 3 winningest teams in the entire league the last 3 years beat Foxborough, as it'll be the Patriots hosting the Chiefs. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call,
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Manning gonna throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, able to avoid him. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut him down.
Come on.
See if the offense gets done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought this third down play is going nowhere. Credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall that you'll have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down at 15 after the false start.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush set. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
It's the first time I've been blocked.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing on first down is Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of the...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ertz has it left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going the other way. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's...
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 9th touchdown of the season.
Is under review.
There we go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes the call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. And, oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you? Blitz coming, down he goes. Chris Long.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer.
Yeah,
watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Ingram holds it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now it's the backup Lauletta. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. Spins past it. Now a hit and a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little
he was down.
Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf.
He was down.
No, not at all. A bunch of them.
After review of the play,
There we go.
the ruling on the field is reversed.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And I think the ball.
Okay. We got it.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Yes. Yes! Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Escaping the pressure right.
Get it,
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Flush, and he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! It's their quarterback, taking it in. And the Eagles continue to roll. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Long in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play.
You gotta make
and it'll be
those
3rd and 10.
shotguns.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now with 3rd down,
going for it. I thought they were gonna win.
Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Sproul so quick and agile. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He juked him.
Yes.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
By Playing time to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is Ertz with it, right side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yes.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
Let's go, baby!
Long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Time for a break. Back to finish it off.
If I get the safety.
Sports after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Manning throwing on second down. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Almost. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And a pretty little jump move there on a nice game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw.
Yes!
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt
Some
about
pretzels,
it.
too. It's crazy.
See, we've learned, we have learned the Madden way of doing things.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent.
Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow for the next game against the Jacksonville Jaguars for week 7. Later.